Hi guys, it's Writing One, your favorite essay creator and IELTS coach, and you are listening to the podcast number 2. In this podcast, let's talk about one of the most significant challenges of every language learner, and that's how to stop translating. Before we start, I am very happy to inform you that I'm officially an international English teacher, and more than ever, I am so confident to provide you with the best quality of my service. If you need your essays or your speaking, checking, and correcting, I'm always here offering you an affordable service for correcting your essays and evaluating your speaking. But if you just have any questions regarding English, don't hesitate to send me a message. I'm always here for you. Okay guys, as I mentioned earlier, for all language learners, the very first biggest challenge is that we are too busy translating. Because we are not native speakers, we tend to translate the language we are learning into our mother tongue, particularly here Vietnamese. Why is it not healthy for learning a foreign language? Let's take a look. Well, translating slows down your progress. It's so true. For some people, even though they understand perfectly what the other is saying, they spend too much time analyzing the words and structures that the other uses, and in order to respond, they have to spend some more time translating the words they want to use into English. The whole thing would be easy if you are listening to a podcast like this or watching a video, because you can pause whenever you want. But in reality, things are so different. People wouldn't stop to wait for you to finish your analysis and respond. Some people would be polite enough, but the rest wouldn't. So if you want to use English as a language, stop translating. You know what? You don't have to translate Vietnamese into anything, so why English if you consider it your language? That's why we call second language, not second foreign language. And of course, it would be kind of impossible to be as fluent as the natives if we didn't speak the language ever since we were born. But it's possible to become an expert speaker. I mean, it's okay if we understand and we are understood perfectly without any idle period. But what should we do to stop translating? Well, it isn't easy as I say, I know, but if you try your best, I know you can do it because you're smart. From experience which I gained from teaching English over the last 5 years, I'm gonna give you some suggestions, and I hope they will help you. Firstly, you should stop using bilingual dictionaries such as Vietnamese English and vice versa. I know that it sounds ridiculous, but it helps you in the long run. Understanding a word by other words is the best way to remember and maximize the possibility that you use it. Use the word in the future. I'm not saying bilingual dictionaries are useless. It's helpful for sure, but if you want to stop translating, you should stop using them and use English dictionary instead. For children who learn English from a very young age, it's better to use Pictionary. It means explaining words and phrases with pictures rather than translating into their mother tongue. We are teaching them to speak English, not yet a translator, because it's the job of the university if they really want to follow that career. For adults, it helps in the beginning to teach some basic words in their mother tongue, but not too much. You should take advantage of your imagination. A solution for adult English learners and teachers is demonstrating the meaning of the words with pictures and body language if possible. I know it's quite difficult at the beginning, but after some time, normally a month of hard work, students would be able to understand without any translation. In this sense, students should trust their teachers. Some students kind of freak out when teachers speak English throughout the lessons and quit because they don't trust the teacher's competence, and most of all, they don't trust themselves. Trusting is very important in the beginning. It is also suggested that you should keep talking in the language that you are learning. You can talk with your pets, your dogs, your cats, even your birds, or even your snakes. And you can even talk with yourself. One method which I find very useful is recording myself speaking, and then I listen to it again. I realized that the more I practice, the better I got. That's my experience. Secondly, try to think in English. It's the most difficult part, because even some senior English learners can't think in English because, again, they are busy translating. But of course, they are seniors, so they translate very quickly and they are able to respond in a relatively short time. But still, they can't think and be as natural as they expect because they are bound to translate. A solution which I really appreciate is listening and reading as much as we can. And do not translate while listening and reading, okay? Normally when I start learning a language, I listen to music, and I find it very useful to build my interest in the language. And gradually, when I am already used to the sound of the language, I listen to some basic conversations. And when I am better with vocabularies, I listen to news. That's my method, and that's how I teach my students. And you can have different methods, but as long as it helps you, it's good. It helps you to stop translating. One more thing, you should stop watching movies with Vietnamese subtitles or watching Vietnamese movies in English ones. You know what? We tend to focus on the language that we are more fluent, and in this case, it's Vietnamese. And you will either read or listen to Vietnamese instead of English, so you won't get much from those movies. So instead, you should watch English movies in English subtitles if needed. I know it's difficult, but hard work pays off. Believe me, trust me, okay? Alright, thank you very much for listening to my podcast, and if you get any expertise from my podcast, which I believe you did, don't forget to hit the like button and feel free to share with your friends. And if you have any questions, leave a comment or send me an email or message. Have fun learning English and see you in the next podcast.